Wait, you're on mute, Connie. Can't hear you. Sorry, we can't hear you. Can't hear you. We can't hear you.
Yeah, I can't hear you, innit?
Can't hear you.
Yeah, I can't hear you. With our technical problems.
Yeah.
Oh, here we go again. How you doing, Seb? You alright?
Yeah, thank you. Yeah.
Oh.
Yo, guys, I'm back. Can you hear me?
Yeah, can hear you now.
Hear you now, yeah.
Thanks a lot, StreamYard. Great start.
You know what? I thought that was me, which is why I backed out.
Yeah, I was waffling away. I was introducing everyone. And oh my God. As I was saying, guys, we're back again with another TG podcast. First of this season, obviously, we're going to do our 2023-2024 season predictions. Go through all the competitions where we think Arsenal will finish. Going to go through our standout player, which we think will break through, top score and all that stuff. Recap the transfer window so far, rate it, and also recap Community Shield. But yeah, as you can see, guys, we're joined by two very special guests as always. Seb, welcome back, my friends. So I'm sorry about that start, but yeah, we're here now. But, how you doing this evening, mate?
Yeah, good, thank you. And good that Arsenal are about to make another signing. Even better news.
Exactly, man. And I'm sure you enjoyed the game, Wembley Community Shield, using the Arsenal wins.
Yeah, it was great.
Yeah, it was great, man. It was great, wasn't it? But we're going to recap that. We'll start off with that. And then obviously, Rory, welcome back, man. Hope you're doing well, my friends. I was watching your stream today. But yeah, how you doing, man?
Yeah, I'm blessed. How are you?
I'm not bad, bro. I'm not too bad. So yeah, let's get right into it, guys. I'm going to start off by recapping Community Shield because obviously we did beat Man City. Then we start off with you, Seb. You know, using the Arsenal ends. Talk to me about that game because when that goal went in for Man City from Cole Palmer, I was like, "It's what it is. It's over, innit?" But 90, what was it? 11th minute. Trossard, with a bit of luck, you could say, gets us back in the game, and then we take it to penalties and we go and beat them on penalties. And it was lovely to see Rodri missing their penny after the amount of stuff he got away with as well. You know me, guys. I don't blame referees, but Jesus Christ, Rodri and the referee. Like, I'm sorry. How many chances? How did he not? How did he come up finish that game with no yellow card? Is beyond me. The funny thing is, Havertz did a similar thing and he got a yellow. It's just I don't understand it. But Seb, mate, starting off with you, just your thoughts on the game and us winning the Community Shield, man.
Yeah, overall, I thought it was a decent performance. Obviously, there were times when they played well, and I liked also one period. I think it was towards the end of the first half, and we pressed them very hard. Usually, teams don't usually do that. Usually, they come at teams, but there were some bits that were actually really good. Particularly, the new players were good. Timber, excellent. Rice was also very good, and even Havertz. Yes, he should have scored twice, but the way he held up the ball and he did all the other stuff, I thought he did all right. I didn't think Saka and Martinelli did brilliantly, but I think that just also shows you that we need a bit more competition in that area, especially on the wings. But Ramsdale did all right, I thought, especially now he's going to be under a lot of pressure now. Now we've got David Raya coming in. But overall, I thought it was a good performance. And like you, I thought when Man City got that goal, I thought it was over. It's going to be one of those typical performances where we play well, but we just can't beat them. And then at the end, Trossard, game changer, goal. And those penalties were absolutely brilliant. And yes, okay, it's not a major trophy. I don't class the Community Shield as a major trophy, but it was still important that we did win that because we needed to go into this season with momentum because our pre-season has been very up and down so far. So it was good to go in the season on a high with confidence and knowing that we can actually beat City because we play them twice again during the season, which is very important, especially if we do want to go on and win this league. So it's good to finally get one over them. And I think that we are ready for the new season starting this weekend. I think we are ready.
Yeah, definitely, man. Rory, what about you, man? What would you make of Community Shield win? And do you think we're ready for the season as well ahead?
Well, first and foremost, obviously, I'm not going to put everything into context again because, of course, I've already done the match review on my channel. But yeah, what I will do is I will list a couple of points that I'll take away from the game. The goal that Man City scored, I think I'm being a little bit too harsh on Tierney because I think I was hammering him after that goal went in because, of course, he was attracted to the overlap and he I don't know. He also had to stop the shot at the same time and he got caught in a pretzel position and it was a good goal, to be fair. So I watched that goal about 5 times and I don't really blame Tierney at all for that goal. I don't blame Partey, to be honest, because he was on a yellow card for nothing, really. I mean, that's another issue. I mean, he got booked for tapping the ball away, and I think Alvarez did the same thing and he got booked. So, yeah, and the second point I want to make is why are people hammering Havertz for his performance?
I thought he played well.
Watch the game.
Exactly.
Like, I don't get it. Is football played on maths equipment now or what? Oh, you've got to score now. If you do not score, then you don't have a good game. What sort? Oh my God.
You got to do the other bits as well. I thought we did all the other bits well.
Yeah, and people are like, well, you've got a false 9 there who can just pass the ball. Bro, he's not there to play as a false 9. Arteta even said in his interview when we first signed Havertz that he's going to be listed as a midfielder. He was playing as a false 9 so we can escape the Man City press, because the difference when we played Man City last time out is they could go long because Haaland is a bloody lump.
Yeah.
Right? So this time out, we played Havertz because he is 6'4", and that allowed us to then escape the City press as well, because we could go long to Havertz and he, of course, can get the ball down. Right? He wasn't there to score goals. Right? He wasn't there to be a false 9. So that's my second point. And just like people complain about the stoppage time as well. There was a head collision which lasted about 3 minutes, for God's sake.
Exactly.
You know, people just. I've seen some of the absolute grief that we've had this week from, as usual, the media, as usual. Yeah. Look, this is getting ridiculous now. First of all, they were talking about over-celebrating. Now, first of all, we didn't over-celebrate. I was there. We did not. We would, of course, you'd rather win the Community Shield than not. In fact, if anything, did you see the way Pep celebrated when they scored their goal? Did you see the way they did? Don't tell me that wasn't over-celebrating. And also, people are getting on Arteta again because he got booked for all this, waving his arms, all that, and because he got booked. I'm like, come on. What do you expect a manager to do, especially when there's a ref out there who's not even doing his job properly and he's useless, just like most of these other ones? What do you expect? If other managers do it, they get a pass. Other managers have been sent off for far worse. You don't see them getting the grief he does. Did you see Jurgen Klopp at City, the way what he did last season, and he actually got sent off for it?
Yeah.
Especially Gary Neville coming out with his rubbish about that. Well,
not him again.
You
I can't stand
were a manager.
Oh my God.
You were a manager at Valencia. You failed, and you actually got sent off in one of your games. Arteta's never been sent off.
I want to flipping rain his neck.
So that shuts you out. I'm sorry to go on this all rant, but seriously, some of the rubbish I'm just seeing is just ridiculous. And thirdly, people saying, "Oh well, look, it's good, but listen, it doesn't mean anything because City lost the last 3 charity shields, and they still went on and win it. And Arsenal, they're not going to win anything. That's the only trophy you're going to win." Well,
Tottenham fans as well.
Exactly.
Please quiet down.
Yeah. Well, what have you won?
Yeah,
They've
exactly.
not got the right to tell us how to flipping celebrate.
Exactly.
Who do
You
you think
celebrate
they are?
Aldi Cup. Aldi Cup. You celebrate that as
The Tiger Cup as well.
exactly.
Like,
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's
oh
just-
my!
it's-
You've
it's-
seen Man of the Match awards bigger than the trophies they won.
Precisely.
No,
Precisely.
but guys, compare when Arsenal won the Emirates Cup. Look at our players' faces compared to when they won that Tiger Cup.
Exactly.
Exactly.
It was mad, isn't it? That shows their
Yeah.
standard, man.
Exactly.
Yeah,
people,
also-
people no one looks at that. No one clicks it. All they do is just find everything to distract the attention away from the good vibes. They always do this, and it really gets on my nerves. And then, like you said, Rory, added time, all this added time. Yes, there was a head collision. The time was 8 minutes, and I agree with this rule that they're going to make up the time now. It's a new rule. They're going to make up the time now that you waste on the pitch. And that's a good rule. And people keep saying, the reason it's in place because of Arteta. Oh, so what?
Yeah, I mean, speaking
Blaming him
of
for
rules,
that.
speaking of rules, the referee rules as well. No tolerance. Bugger off. Honestly, it must
Well, how
have
about
been
they
in
do their
place to
job
no
properly?
tolerance, unless if your name's Rodri. Like,
How about they do their jobs properly for a change?
honestly,
I do not want to be seeing any of these corrupt decisions again this season.
it's also a fix because there was added stoppage time at the
Precisely.
end. Well, hold on. If it's a friendly, then why on earth are you bothered about whether the game is rigged or not?
Exactly. Get out, Azaki. Get out of this. Does my
People on. Right,
head in.
I'll tell you what about the celebrating theme.
We didn't over celebrate. No, we did not.
No, we didn't.
Yeah, I mean it's all
I
about
was there.
it's all about entering mentality at the end of the day. Remember when I think it was when Liverpool drew to West Brom a couple of years ago at Anfield, and then you had Jurgen Klopp and the players holding hands. They're way, like.
Exactly. And then last year when they played Fulham on the opening day, when Liverpool equalised towards the end, did you see how they over celebrated?
Yeah.
For a draw.
Yeah.
Yet they had a go at us for scoring a winner against Bournemouth last season, which meant a lot.
Oh my god!
They had a go at that. And Richard Keys on his thing, having a go at celebrating when we won against Fulham, the way we did it. Exactly. Then no one clicks.
Yeah, exactly. Why are they obsessed with us?
Exactly.
Worry about their clubs.
I'm sorry to turn this into a rant, but seriously, some of the
It's just
rubbish online as the usual. It's just some of the rubbish again. The season hasn't even started, and we're already kicking off.
Yeah, exactly.
Rubbish.
All right, let's move on, guys.
Let's move on.
Let's talk about positivity, people.
Okay, I've got that.
Transfer window so far.
Yeah, there we go.
This is something to talk about positive because for me, it's been one of the best I've seen from this football club. I'll be honest. So far, 4 signings in. Havertz was a bit questionable. Rice was fantastic. Timber is for me. He's up there for signing of the season. Just the way how he's been performing in pre-season looked really, really good. And obviously, we've announced here we go today that for David Raya came out the blue, but 4 players in. I still think we've got to get quite a lot of players out the door. And I still think we still need a few positions, in my opinion. But we're going to rate it so far. For me, straight away, it's going to get a solid 8 out of 10. I'm going to give it an 8 for me. If we sell a bunch of players, we'll go up to a 9. And if we sign an extra 2, another striker, a backup winner for Saka, maybe another midfielder, it's going to be perfect. So a 10. So, Seb, sign off you, man. What's your thoughts on the window so far, and what do you rate it so far, my friend?
Yeah, it's been very good. I'm seeing Arsenal spend money, which I've never seen them do before. I never thought I'd see the day we spent 100 million on a player, and it's exactly the type of player we need, Declan Rice, and he's been brilliant so far. And Timber, wow, we've needed extra depth in the defensive area, especially someone that's versatile that Mikel Arteta likes, and that will definitely help us. And Kai Havertz, yes, okay, we had doubts at the start, but he's here now, and to be fair, he's actually done all right, and we can see why he's actually brought him in, maybe to provide cover, maybe to provide extra bit of creativity and extra bit of skill in midfield and up top. And So far, I think he's doing this very well. And David Raya, very good signing as well. He'll be the perfect goalkeeper to provide competition for Ramsdale, because I think that's what Ramsdale needs. Because I'm not going to lie, I think once Leno left, he became a bit too comfortable, and obviously Matt Turner was definitely not a threat to Ramsdale, but David Raya will be. His Premier League experience, he can play out the ball from the back. He's vocal. He commands his area very well. I think he's got everything he needs to really kick on. Whether he'll actually be number one later this season remains to be seen. But you want this competition, especially when you are in the Champions League and when you are going for all four trophies, and when you do want to win the league. It's a team with the most squad depth. I don't like all this. Oh, if he comes in, what's going to happen to him? Or if he comes in, what's going to happen to him? No, what you need a proper squad so you can rotate and you have backup and good depth in every position, because that's what wins you the league. I can see what in Man City's team. That's why they're able to win so many leagues. And when we won all our titles, we had lots of depth in our position. That's what wins. That's what wins you titles and why you can compete. So I'm all for these signings, and I do possibly think we need one more. Whether we'll do it, I don't know. I think they'll definitely look to get a load of players out, and then maybe towards the end of the transfer window they could look to see what they can do if there's something out there that we do need. Obviously, there's lots of players that we need to get out, and Tavares is still there. He needs to go. Pepe,
I forgot about it.
He's likely to be gone this week. I feel a bit sorry for him, but he's probably going to go. Balogun, he's probably most definitely going to go. We haven't seen him at all in pre-season. Rob Holding's likely to be moved on. I want Kieran Tierney to stay, but I do actually reckon he will go. I can see Newcastle coming back in for him later.
Yeah, I'm hearing that Real Sociedad want him on loan. No,
mustn't do a loan. We have to get cash straight.
Yeah, I'm hearing it could be a loan. However, Arsenal wants an obligation to buy, or just sell him straight up permanently.
Do that either. Jorginho's been linked with a move away, but I don't think he actually wants. I don't actually believe there's rumours, and I probably keep hold of him for one more season. Cedric, he's probably definitely going to go.
There's another one.
Yeah. And Matt Turner's already gone to Forest. That's a good deal. And the funny thing is, Matt Turner, guess when he could make his debut against us this week.
Oh, my God. He's going to tell him prime Mamo Noy.
Oh, no. No. You couldn't write it.
I'm going to be tossing and turning.
Yeah. But,
oh God Almighty!
But yes, I'm really happy with the window. It's been a great window, and it does actually show that Mikel Arteta is serious and does actually want to go on in the league. And this is what I want to see from a manager.
And the board's backed him as well, Seb.
Yeah, they backed him as well. So yeah, they've gone out there and done the business. But now this is where we're going to come on to these predictions in a minute, but this is now where we need to deliver. We need to be winning things. We need to be competing in all fronts this season. There's no excuses to be throwing away cup competitions, especially when you're backed this much and when you spent over 200 million. Then you should be up there. But yes, so far I cannot complain about this window. Maybe we do need another wide forward, maybe someone that can cover right wing and striker. There's Kudas that we're linked with, but whether we've missed out.
You might go Brighton, Seb.
Yeah, that remains to be seen because personal terms still haven't been agreed. But so that still remains to be seen. He'll be a good sign if we do get him. Ollie Watkins is someone I really do like, and I will go to Villa and really put a big offer in and possibly get him through. Or even if Inter Milan want Balogun so much, maybe. I think Turkey said this on AOTV that maybe see if we can do a deal with Lautaro Martinez because they are.
I mean, I know it's gone quiet, but how about Tammy Abraham?
He wouldn't be a bad backup, but
he's not really there to score goals. But mate, if Højlund's gone to Man United for 72 million, how much should Tammy Abraham be worth? Because they roughly scored the same amount of goals last season.
Exactly.
So I feel like as a target man, he'll be decent. Yeah. Not someone to replace Jesus. I don't believe this crap about, we need a 25-goal striker. We need a Vlahovic.
I don't either.
I feel like we need a target man a plan
Definitely.
B to come off the bench.
Yeah, like
That's
I
what I feel
would
like
have
we need.
taken. I would have taken that Skamaka that went to Atalanta. I thought he would have been a perfect
He's all
one
right.
because someone that can
Nearly
actually.
said
The
Lukaku.
cark it off.
Oh no! Keep him away from me.
I
No.
would rather flipping Kimbo Slice than Lukaku.
But
Honestly,
but
you might as well throw him up top instead.
But yeah, so far I can't complain about the window. And
What's your rated then, Seb?
yeah,
so
I'll go
far?
with you. I'll give it an 8. I'll go the same page as you. I'll give it an 8.
Rory, coming to you now, man. What's been your thoughts on the transfer window? Do you think we need more? And obviously, what would you rate it so far?
Yeah, I feel like we still need more. However, if you're Edu, it's hard to prioritise your next targets because you're going to have opinions thrown at you. Like, I feel like we still need competition for Saka. I feel like we need one more midfielder, another striker potentially. But saying that, if Edu was going to sign a midfielder, people would go, "Oh, why don't we sign a striker, right winger? If we go on and sign a right winger, then why don't we sign a striker and midfielder? We sign a striker. Oh, why don't we go for a right winger or a midfielder?" You get where I'm going with this? It's square pegs, round holes. Square pegs, round holes. And look, I've been really happy with the transfer window so far. I feel like we've made some brilliant additions. I mean, Timber, mate, I feel like he's been the best out of all three of the signings. Havertz has done all right. Rice is still adapting to the new system. But Timber, that guy can play anywhere. You might as well chuck him in goal. Like, he can literally play anywhere. He can do a great job at CDM, left back, right back. We haven't even seen him in his actual position yet, which is, of course, centre back. But I feel like, I said this on your stream, I think it was, the match review for the Community Shield. So what's the point bringing Zinchenko back straight away when you've got a back four right there that can actually defend?
Yeah.
Even though Zinchenko is actually really important to us, but Timber can, if not do better in that role than Zinchenko can. So I think Timber's been the best signing out of the three, but I've still got time for the likes of Rice. Havertz has done all right as well, even though I didn't want him in the first place. But if he plays crap, then I will criticise. I mean, I guess heavily because we paid £65 million on him and he's on 200 grand a week. So, yeah, Havertz, Rice and Timber, them three have been brilliant. David Raya coming in as well as potential competition. I mean, we've signed both Raya and Ramsdale roughly the same amount as Man United spent for Onana and Kepa combined.
Yeah.
I mean, look, I will rate it. Yeah, I'll go. I'll go 8 as well. I'll sit on the fence. I can't speak. I'll sit on the fence as well.
Yeah.
Go 8. Hello, Sue.
Fair enough. Yeah, guys. So there we go. Let me know in the chat as well what you guys would rate the obviously the transfer window so far. We've all given 8. But yeah, let's move on now to our predictions for this season. Looking forward to the season starting. You know, guys. Saturday we go for. You guys the game, Seb? Saturday.
Unfortunately, not. I'm away this weekend.
Oh yeah, I remember now. Yeah. So
I would have gone, but I'm away, so I've got my tickets. So.
But yeah, guys, Saturday I'm buzzing for it. Nottingham Forest kick off our campaign at the Emirates. So yeah, we're gonna start off with predictions for the competition. Let's go with the Carabao Cup, the one that everyone dismisses the most. I've gone first. Obviously, I've put us semi-finals Carabao Cup. I think last season we got to get past round 3. Like last season we got knocked out by Brighton in the first round. We actually got battered by Brighton in the first round, didn't we? I think it was like 3-1. Matoma had a masterclass. We had Carhien in goal. But this is our son and Darren Raya now. We can rotate both Ramsey and Raya in all these competitions. So I'm very happy with that now. I feel like we do have a better squad in terms of our depth than we did last season. You know, I know the strike will be a bit of a a bit of a question because Jesus is going to be out for the first half of the season, isn't he? But we can quite easily play Trossard there, have us play there in the Community Shield. So I think we'll go pretty far on this, but it's kind of like with Arsenal in the Carabao Cup, we just don't seem to like it. We've only won 2 in our history, haven't we? If I'm not wrong.
Yeah,
So,
2.
Yeah, two League Cups. That's it in our whole entire history, and it's been a competition for years, isn't it? So it's kind of like we don't really focus on it that much. It's more like we focus on the FA Cup. But I think it'll be similar to that season where we got semi-finals. We got knocked out by Liverpool. I think one of those teams will knock us out because it's 2 legs in it, semi-finals. So I've gone semi-finals for the Carabao Cup, guys. What about you, Rory? Start with you for the Carabao Cup. Where do you think we'll finish?
You know what? I'm not really too sure. Look, I think semi-finals is realistic. You can tell Arteta doesn't pay attention to Carabao Cup whatsoever. I mean, last season, well, not last season, sorry, the season before, we finished semi-finalists, didn't we? And the season before, I can't remember where we finished season before in the Carabao Cup.
When was this? Was this
in 2021, Arteta's first full season? Can't remember where we finished.
And we lost to quarterfinals.
Oh, Man City 4-1, wasn't it?
4-1.
Oh, yeah. Was that the quarterfinals?
The quarterfinals.
Yeah. So we have the capability of going far in the Carabao Cup. It's just last season we did not have the depth. So I'll tell you what, because we do have the depth, I'm actually going to say final this time. I think we will get to the final, but
not win it.
I mean, it remains to be seen whether we are going to win it. But I've got a feeling we will take these competitions seriously because, in fairness, Arteta does learn from his mistakes. And I felt like he looked upon last season and gone, I tell you what, maybe we should have taken these competitions like the Carabao FA Cup seriously because you've got a plan B then if you don't win the Premier League. And I mean, I did mention it. Look, if we win the Carabao Cup, Man United fans can't come for us if we celebrate. And these media fans. But that's how I'm going to go because I don't really want to talk too much about rival fans at the moment because, they're just dickheads at the moment. Can't stand them.
Oh, it's terrible.
Seb, what about you for the Carabao Cup, mate? Where's your placing in that?
I'm going to go quarterfinals. I actually reckon this is probably the least on Arteta's mind, even though he should be going through all competitions. I actually reckon quarterfinals probably. I just don't really see us going that far, but I do see us going far in some of the other competitions. So I'll go quarterfinals for this.
Fair enough, man. Fair enough. Yeah, I went semi-finals. I think we'll go pretty deep in it, hopefully. I feel like we've got a better squad, as I said. So, anyway.
I'll tell you what, I think Seb's just reminded me. I feel like we are going to focus on other competitions. So maybe a final's a little bit too far. So I'll probably go semi-finals, actually.
Fair enough. All right, next cup. We're going to go with the FA Cup. What we've won the most times, obviously, out of any English club. This is our trophy. And I've gone with Arsenal to win it again. I've gone Arsenal.
Yeah.
Guys, you know the stat, yeah? Arteta's made 12 has made 12 Wembley finals, yeah? Guess how many he's won? He's won all 12.
Wembley appearances, you mean?
That's it, Wembley appearances. He's won all 12,
also,
right? So,
I know Champions League is coming up shortly, but did you know that the Champions League venue, I think it's the final, actually. Can you guess where?
Wembley.
Yeah, the Champions League final is at Wembley.
So there we are. There we go.
If we were going to get to the final somehow to the Champions League, then
why not?
Yeah.
Why not?
Yeah. So
I feel like we can fancy our
I've
chances.
gone Arsenal FA Cup winners. This is our trophy. You know, we've won it the most times out of any other English club. I feel like, and the last 2 seasons, I think, obviously, it's been a bit disappointing in this competition. Last season, we got knocked out by City, round 4. Season 4, we got knocked out by Nottingham Forest, 3rd round. So, Obviously, Ante has already won it with us his first season against Chelsea. So, yeah, I've gone us to win it again, man. I've gone us to win. And I love that. I would love an FA Cup, man. Honestly, I love winning the FA Cup
Yeah.
once again. But yeah, Rory, where do you think? Would you think Arsenal win it, or you got other prediction for this one?
Yeah, you know what? I'm going to say we are going to win the FA Cup this season. Hopefully, we're not going to. Hopefully, we're not going to wear that all white kit again.
Yeah.
The FA Cup. Oh man! Of course, we wore it in the last 2 FA Cup matches, and I know we beat Oxford, but Oxford and Nottingham Forest were a championship team. So, yeah, I feel like we are going to win the FA Cup. I feel like we are going to. Well, we've got plenty of other Plan B options now, and I feel like we've got the license to rotate now. I really do. So I feel like we are going to go really far in the FA Cup this year because it's our trophy, and Arteta does pay attention to the FA Cup. I know we've been rather disappointing in it over the last couple of years, but if we do get knocked out in the early stages, then well, it's the beauty of it, isn't it? So
yeah, Seb, what about you, man, for the FA Cup?
Unlike you, I'm going to say quarterfinals, and you will see why later on in the show. But
oh wait, you gone quarterfinals for the FA Cup as well?
Yeah, you'll see why later on in the predictions. But yeah, I think maybe this year I don't quite think we'll do it, but we obviously have the potential of doing it, and because we won it the most times. But I do actually feel probably not this time. I think we'll go further than we did do the last 2 times, and I definitely do not want to be going out of this competition early on. Definitely don't. That will not be acceptable. But
all right, now it's a big one. We've got the Champions League. Arsenal back in the Champions League for the first time since 2017. We need to see what group we get. Obviously, we will be in pot 2, so there's a chance we get teams like Bayern Munich, Barcelona, PSG, Napoli. So, but Seb, when I went to the game with you, right, Emirates Cup, you told me you was right about one team and one team only.
Yeah,
and that is Bayern Munich.
Yeah, in the group stages, yes, 100%. I do not want them, but anyone else, I'd happily take. I think we're capable of beating anyone else, just not Bayern Munich, because Bayern Munich have got better since when they smashed us 10-2, and they do have a habit of doing this against English clubs. Apart from, you see what they did to Chelsea, Tottenham, and even Liverpool. Did you see what they did to them? So. And this is why I don't fancy us against them only. But PSG I take because I don't think they're strong this time. Barcelona, they're nowhere near the same team as they were before. Anyone else I will take. And I actually reckon we've now got a team now that is capable of doing well in the Champions League, because this is what we need players for, and the depth, so we can compete in the Champions League. Because none of these players, I don't think, have ever played for Arsenal in the Champions League. I don't think any of them have.
Choupo-Moting as well. It would just be such an Arsenal thing if he ends up turning up.
Oh my god, yeah, Choupo-Moting's still there, isn't he? Yeah. But guys, I've gone last 16 for the Champions League. I think first season back in it. I think our main priority is going to be winning the Premier League title. The way we lost to it last season, 93% top of the league. I think that's going to be our main focus. Obviously, it's great to be back in the Champions League. I thought we will make out the group stage. I hope we don't finish third and then go back down to that Europa League.
Oh, no.
Please, no.
That'll be disaster.
But I think we will make out the group and then probably draw like Bayern Munich in the last 16. And then there we go. We're out.
If we get them, I'm going to scream. If we get
But yeah, I've gone last 16, guys. I feel like our Premier League will be our main priority. Rory, what about you for the Champions League?
I'm going to say quarterfinals. I think those two are going to be our priority. You can tell the Arsenal players after the game, we want to make, what should I say here? We want to win, the huge honours like the Champions League, the Premier League. So I feel like we are going to reach quarterfinal max. If we end up getting further than that, then fair play.
Yeah.
I'm not expecting us to win it, but
when we're in
Obviously,
this,
it would be nice to. It'll be
so this is
because of
what
course
we're
we
in.
never won the Champions League.
This is
We
what
got
we're
so
in.
close to doing it because of that prat in Armenia and
Yeah.
oh my god. So yeah, quarterfinals at max for me. Like if we don't make it at least quarterfinals in the Champions League, then I'll be rather disappointed. To be fair, because those two are the major honours.
Yeah.
When we're in this competition, we're in it to win it. We're in it to go to try and go all the way.
Of course.
That's what we're in for. And I do actually, like I said earlier, I do actually think we've got a squad to do well in it. Where do I think we'll go? Yeah, I'll probably say quarterfinals again. I know I've said it for the other two competitions, but again, if I was to put my neck on the line, that's where I think we'll be. I think we should get through the group as long as we don't draw Bayern Munich in the group stage. I think we should go. I think we should go through. If we have them in the group, then I would be worried about probably not getting through. But if we draw anyone else, I'll be fine with it. And another team I probably wouldn't want is Real Madrid because they're usually very good in this competition.
Oh yeah.
So they're another team I probably
yeah, but we can't get them in the group stage, can we, guys?
No, we can't get them in the group. We can't get them in the group stage, but we could get them in like the last 16. So again, I probably wouldn't want them. But listen, when we're in this competition, we got to go up against these teams to really test ourselves. So let's bring them on. But yeah, I think the squad is definitely capable enough to be beating most teams in Europe. I really do.
Yeah, guys. Obviously, this is the last format as well, the Champions League. I don't know if you guys seen the next format, but they're going to change it all next year. Obviously, not this season, but one more season of this, the normal format. But after that, they're going to scrap the group stage completely. Have a league. It's pretty much like the definition of the Super League, pretty much, yeah? Have a massive league.
Yeah, I've seen that.
Then if you finish in the top 10, you automatically go through. Then the next couple of teams play all playoff matches. It's going to be more matches, means more money. 4 extra teams, which means 5th place will be available in the Premier League, apparently. So
yeah, I've heard of that. Oh no, I don't know that idea.
If it ain't broken, then don't change it.
Yeah, I don't like that idea. I much prefer it like this. I don't. It is like just going into a Super League and look how much fuss that kicked off.
Yeah.
No. But
exactly.
Still, if it's a new rule, then it is what it is. But it's not something I'll be happy with. But it is what it is.
Yeah, guys, talking about the Champions League quickly, I'm going to show you guys the pots, all the pots of teams that we could possibly get. Now, this was updated. Obviously, like this has been a bit out of date because this is like before the league finished. So if I can get it up, I don't know where it's gone. This is typical, mate. I wish you had it right now. Right, let me do that quickly. Bear with 1 second, people. But there we go. No, guys, I'm sorry. I don't think I can get it. I can't get it. Let me try and search it. 1 second. No, I can't get it. Oh well. But yeah. Anyway, guys, it's like, look, the worst we can get in pot 1 is Bayern Munich. The best we can get in pot 1 is probably Feyenoord from Netherlands. Let's just say that. But yeah. Anyway, let's move on to the Premier League. And I've gone with call to. If you guys want to tell me predictions, I am backing us to win.
Yes.
This is our season. I know we say it every single year, but this is our year this year, I'm telling you. You know, we was 93% above Man City last season. We saw how we capitulated. You know, the lack of consistency against teams like Southampton, you know, against West Ham, going 2-0 up, Liverpool going 2-0 up, and then getting beat by Brighton 3-0. Losing to Forest. Who else? There's a few other examples in there. I think the game against Everton as well.
Southampton.
Southampton. Southampton both times. We drew them at St Mary's as well. You can say Everton when we lost 1-0. Then the main factor was for me, obviously, going to Man City and not being at the Emirates, not be, you know, them beating us both times. I think for us to win the league next season, we're gonna have to beat or at least get a good result in one of the games, in my opinion. But yeah, and obviously Saliba got injured. We know that affects us massively. But I think this is our year, man. I really do think this is our year. It's going to be tough. You know, teams are going to get better. You know, Man City will be up there once again. Man United's...
Don't say Man United.
Well,
I was about to say.
well, hold on.
No.
Rory put them 7th.
Yeah,
Rory, you put them 7th, mate. You think Conference League settings, but all right, well,
Conference League.
teams like maybe Liverpool, because Liverpool have strengthened. Newcastle have also strengthened. Chelsea with Pochettino. I know they got Nkunku out, but Poch is going to get them playing again. Maybe not challenging for the league title, but up there around top 4. So their team's going to get better, guys. But I think we're going to go and win it, in my opinion. So
I'll tell you what I was about to say is that Conference League background is how I feel about Manchester United at the moment.
You're not the only person.
Oh my God.
All right, Rory, do you think we'll win the league?
Yes, we will win the league. That's all I have to say. We will win the league. Right, and I don't need to go back to these rival fans again, but they're on about best squad depth in the league now, best goalkeeping depth. These lot have to win the league now, but those are the same people who thought we weren't even going to get top 4.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I think we will win the league this season. I really do. Can feel it. Really can.
Deb, do you think we'll win the league?
Yes.
Come on.
Yes, I really do this season because we've improved the squad, and I think Man City have weakened theirs a bit because Gundogan's going to be a big loss, and Mahrez is also going to be a bit of a loss. And the only players they've got in is Kovacic and Garviol, but I think Gundogan is really a much bigger miss than people think, because I thought he was really the reason why they controlled and won most of their games. I think it was really him, and they could throw in a good winger like Mahrez off the bench. And I actually reckon maybe with Haaland, players will suss him out more. So I still think he'll score a load of goals, and I still think he probably will win the Golden Boot. But I just don't think the season will be as good as for him as it was last season. I do still think he'll do bits though. But yeah, I think there's no reason why Arsenal can't. We've got the depth, we've got the players now, and I think we can. And I do definitely think we're better than a lot of teams in this league. We're definitely better than Man United, yes.
Yeah.
Says. I still think we're better than Liverpool. Liverpool are going through a rebuilding stage, and they're going to have Europa League football, and also, I'm not going to lie, I still think they're very flaky at the back, and I just don't think they've been the same team as they were a couple of seasons ago. I can still see them struggling a little bit, but I think that'll be the top 4: us, City, Liverpool, Man United. Chelsea, I think we'll do well under Poch, but do I think they've got enough to challenge for the league because it's a brand new squad? I don't think so. Villa, I think, will do well. Newcastle, I think, will drop off a bit because they have Champions League football, and they've quite got the depth to really compete in both just yet. Obviously, in years to come, they'll kick on and do more, but not this season. And Tottenham are just Tottenham, and they'll do all right, but it won't be enough. There won't be any threat to us. But yes, I really do think we can win this title, and especially after what I saw over the weekend, I was really, really, really impressed. And I think, hey, this team can take on any team, and we've actually added to the squad. We've not weakened to the squad, and we've Odegaard, Saka, Martinelli, Saliba, Gabriel, Zinchenko, etc., etc. They're still young, and they're still young, and they're only going to get better this season, and so I think they'll be even stronger. Yes, I really do think we can win the league, and I'm going to put us first to just hit Man City. It's going to be tight. It's going to be a couple of points, but yeah, I think there's no reason. Why I can't. This is the first time in a long time I've gone into this season thinking that we can actually win the league. I didn't. This time last season, I thought we could get into the top 4. I didn't think we'd win the league. Obviously, as the season got on, I thought we could, but unfortunately it didn't end well. But I think we've got probably proper mentality monsters in this team. Like Zinchenko, great mentality. Jesus, great mentality. Declan Rice, great mentality. Odegaard, great mentality. Or when we have the likes of Bellerin and etc. in the team. He was never really ambitious, but I think all that is being wiped out of us. And the manager has backed, and Edu has backed Mikel Arteta. When you spend that sort of money, you really should be challenging for the league. So, yeah, and I really do still see us and City being the main two threats to win this title. I really do. I don't see Man United or Liverpool going for the title. I think they'll have better seasons, but
Yeah.
I don't think they're quite good enough to really challenge. And other than City and Arsenal, then let's be honest, there isn't really much teams near us in this race. So I'm not trying to be cocky here. I'm not trying to be like overconfident, but I think we can if we get this right. And I think the manager wants to win this league, and I think he can do it. I think Arteta really can do it. And I don't blame him really for the collapse last season. I partly blame the injuries a bit, and I also think some of the players also needed to take a look at themselves. Like you heard, like Jesus come out saying we got scared, we got a bit nervous and all that, and we can't be having things like that. We've now just got.
Yeah, I don't know why he's getting slated for that. I really don't.
We just got to go. We just got to go on, and we just got to go on and kick on. And yes, and in your comment there, you said your midfield is different than last season. It is different than last season. It's going to take time to. It's going to take time to gel. It's going to take time to gel, and it's a good midfield. Don't get me wrong, but I still think their defense is flaky, and I still reckon they could be missing that Mane presence. And Firmino's gone. They were good players. I just think they're in a rebuilding process, and that replies to that comment. Premier League winners, really, we still need some players. Yes, of course we do, but the team that we have is capable of doing it. And yes, I know Man City are stronger, but can you really honestly say that anyone else up there is really much better than us? No, you can't. No, you can't. So come on, back your team, and yes, we can win. We can win this. We can win.
Jordan, we beat you at the Emirates. Still,
Yeah.
True.
We want to be sat this season.
No,
it's not a live stream without Stan Kroenke asking about flipping Arteta.
No,
he won't be sacked.
No,
like this is a person that'll probably say ask backwards or something like that.
It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous.
No, but guys, what I will say is he's got to deliver a trophy next season.
Yeah, he does. Yes, he does. 100%.
The Community Shield don't count.
No.
Yeah.
No, don't count. But...
Yeah, exactly. All right, so we've all gone Premier League winners. We're all very confident that the Gunners are going to win the Premier League. First time since the Invincibles, weren't it? And how many years is that now?
That's why I said no to FA Cup and all the other trophies.
Yeah, fair. Yeah, no.
I think we're only win one. I don't think we'll win two.
Yeah, but so are you saying we're going to put all our eggs in one basket again, like we did last season?
No. But I wouldn't quite go that far. But you don't necessarily have to put all your eggs in one basket to actually go and win the league. You don't necessarily have to, but I think we'll do all right in all the other competitions. Like we said, we've got the squad. You only do that if you don't feel you've got the squad to do it.
Yeah.
Last season we didn't. It was pretty clear we didn't.
Yeah.
This season, I think we do.
Yeah, exactly. All right, let's move on to standout players. I'll go first this one. I chose 3. Trossard's been really impressed with him in pre-season. I've got a feeling this week we're going to see him on the win as well as, hopefully, as a number 9 centre forward. I'd love to see him there. Of course, the new signing Julian Timber, I have to go with him. He looked class in left back. We know he can play right back, CDM, literally anywhere. So I think he's going to have a quality signing. I think this guy's going to have amazing. And I'm going with Saliba again. Fantastic how we got him on a new. I mean, that felt like a new signing, didn't it? Us getting him down as a new contract, and I've gone with him again. I was going to throw Rice in there, but I went with these 3. I think these 3 will stand out the most. Obviously, just predictions. They could be wrong, but this is what I'm predicting. So, Rory, what about you? Who's your standout players? You can choose a few if you want, my friend.
It's difficult. I think Trossard's definitely one of them. I'm going to go Timber and I'm gonna try and go different suit and go. It's really difficult. It really is. You know what? I'm going to give it to Jesus. I feel like he's going to have a better season. Well, I'm not saying he was terrible last season, but I feel like he's going to bang in goals.
Yeah.
This season. Apart from that, I mean, I think Odegaard, Saka, Martinelli, those are inevitable. So, yeah, I'm pretty sure they're going to kick on. I mean, I guess Partey's a shout as well.
Yeah.
So I might go with him as well. So 4. I
Fair
feel like
enough.
those 4 are going to be the standouts for me.
Fair enough. Seb, what about you, man? Standout players.
Ooh, this is tricky. I think there's lots of players that can be candidates. Ooh. Saka, I think he'll have another very good season. Odegaard, I reckon, will have another very good season. I'll go William Saliba, and I'll go Declan Rice. I'll pick 4.
Fair enough. Fair enough. So, yeah, guys, that is all the predictions. There we go. Standout players. Let me find, if you guys anyone new tuning in. Semi-finals, I went with for the Carabao Cup. I went obviously FA Cup winners, Champions League last 16, Premier League winners, and then obviously I went standout players with them. So, yeah, guys, that is it. The season is almost here. Season starts obviously Friday. If you guys are going to be watching Burnley Man City, I'm definitely going to be watching on for that game. So stay tuned for that. But look forward to being back. Let's hope we get some trophies and be successful next season as Arsenal fans. So, yeah, that's the end of the podcast, guys. Seb, thank you so much for coming on, my friends. Guys, go and follow me on you still on Instagram, man. You're smashing it. 20k followers.
Yeah.
I think it's above that now, isn't it? It's above 20k followers. So
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
I'm smashing it, man, on that, and go and follow him on that. You also, you got any more articles planned, Seb, coming up?
Yeah, I've got one this week on Mikel Arteta's top 10 wins.
Oh, that's interesting. That's interesting.
It'll be interesting to shout, so yeah.
And obviously, Rory, big up, man. Thank you for coming on. You got anything coming up on the channel?
Yeah, I told you about a video that I've scheduled. So, yeah, you'll find out about that in the coming days. Yeah, I mean, there's Premier League predictions. I'm not too sure whether I can fit in a match preview for the Forest game because I'm flying out on Thursday. Yeah, I'm not really too sure. I'll try and fit in a couple of videos here and there, pre-recorded videos, obviously, because it's hard to find quiet spaces in hotel rooms. So, also worth pointing out, I don't want to hear any of these. If we end up finishing, I don't know, outside the top 4, whatever, or in the top 4 with no trophies, we cannot say weren't expecting this. We weren't expecting that. Again, square pegs, round holes, right? Because we're expected to challenge for the league title this time out, and if we end up getting top 4 or outside of the top 4 even, then what is it?
Then questions need to be asked.
Yeah.
That's
what I'm going to say, really. I'm also on Instagram as well. I've just started, so yeah, it'll be appreciated if you can drop a follow there as well.
Is it just your name or your same YouTube name? Yeah.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I'll do 12 too.
Nice one. All right, guys, we're out of here. Take care, everyone. Enjoy the rest of your evenings, people. Back again tomorrow, obviously, with the same transfer news. Obviously, Thursday, I'm looking for a Nottingham Forest fan for an opposition preview, and obviously my own preview will be there. And Friday it starts, man. Prem's back, so I'm buzzing. But yeah, anyway, guys, take care, everyone. Smash the like button if you haven't already. Sub to the channel. Thank you, guys. Let me go through these final comments. It is win now mode. RD is right. Yes. Sure is, man. Sure is. Sure. Big up Clock Orange as well. So the real one, my friends. Seb, what's your Insta? Says Irish Gunner.
Is Talk Arsenal FC. Talk.
I'll put it in the chat for them, man. Talk.
One word. Yeah.
Is it just all one word, isn't it?
Yeah.
Talk Arsenal FC. Clock Orange says we have to sack him if he fails to win something. Sorry, not a good team of our stature needs to keep winning. I 100% agree.
Yeah.
100% agree.
That's why I have more trust in Edu than I do with Arteta, really.
Mm.
Well, over the years. I mean, I do back the manager at the moment, but this is why I keep telling people that Edu does know what he's doing and he does have the right fundamentals to get the players that he needs. It's
There's
just
someone in particular you need to tell that.
Oh yes.
So that's a Luca, mate.
Did you meet Luca?
Yeah, I
Wembley?
did. Yeah, I did. Yeah. He actually got on Arsenal fan TV. He did in the
Yeah, I
round.
saw that.
Yeah, he spoke very well, positive.
He got on a fan roundup, didn't he?
Yeah, he did.
Big up to Luca, man, if he's watching. Big up to you, Luca, man. We're only messing about Luca. It's all right. But anyway, we're out of here, people. Take care. See you guys tomorrow for another video. And come on, the Gunners.
Come on, you
Big
Reds.
Gunners.
Let's get this title.
Come on, Arsenal. Let's do this.